Van Drew. Jeff, good to see you. Listen, I get there's bipartisan support for helping Israel out. A lot of friends of Israel in the House chamber, but also Republicans had talked about getting border security. It wouldn't be that hard to put at least one border security provision in the bill and make Democrats heat it, because they too want this package for Israel. Why won't that happen? Why is the Speaker bailing on border security?
And I can't speak for him. I am disappointed in that. The original idea was to make sure that the Ukraine aid in particular was tied to border security. Look, I have a lot of real concerns here. Let me just say this. I'm disappointed. I was disappointed in the FISA vote. I was disappointed in the appropriations bills. I'm disappointed in the way this worked out. We were supposed to have a lot of amendments that were going to come up. It was supposed to be free and fair in the way that we were going to deal with amendments, and folks would have the right to choose which ones they thought would help these bills. I even drafted a good number of them myself. At the end of the day, just a few were hand-picked. We're not going to have the opportunity to really modify or change these bills the way that we wanted to, so I'm disappointed in that as well. But, and this is a big but, I just don't think it is time to vacate the Speaker's position, because we must concentrate on one thing: winning. We have to win the House with a more robust conservative majority. We have to win the Senate, and God help us, we've got to get a new president, President Trump, in there, and then we can really get some things done. So as disappointed as I am, and sometimes surprised, it is not time to vacate that Speaker's position.
Before we move on, I will note, though, the Republicans, with bipartisan support, in November passed the Stop Harboring Iranian Petroleum Act, 342 to 69. Monday, 383 to 11 voted to expand sanctions. Again, same issue against Chinese institutions buying Iranian oil. Iran's making $45 billion every year because Joe Biden and company refuse to enforce the sanctions. You passed both of those, and the Senate won't take them up. So you have done something. It is on the Democrats for not defunding Iran, period. Congressman, we want to talk about the lies President Biden continues to feed the country. Earlier today, Biden managed to fib, and that's being kind, about his student loan bailout and the state of the failing economy, all in one fell swoop. Listen.
And despite the Supreme Court and our Republican friends trying to block us, they haven't stopped me from pursuing an alternative path to relieve the crushing burden of student debt. That includes forgiving loans for vocational schools, community college, and some apprentice programs as well. By the way, all these things are saving America money. We're not costing money. It's saving America. It's a growing economy, for God's sake. People are doing better.
Congressman, your reaction to that?
I'm disgusted by it. I mean, you know, I don't even have the words. He's trying to buy votes. He's desperate to win. He's trying to buy votes. You know, he's one of the few presidents ever that openly, at a State of the Union, criticized and mocked the Supreme Court. Whether you agree with the Supreme Court or not, that's just so inappropriate. And here, this is what's inappropriate about this and awful. Hardworking Americans are paying more to live in the United States of America than ever before. It costs them more to buy a home. It costs them more to rent. They're paying more in utility fees. They're paying more in taxes. They're paying more in every way you can possibly think, and making ends meet is not easy. So he figures he's going to go out and he's going to even spend more money. I guess he doesn't understand the debt that we have, which fuels inflation, which hurts average everyday Americans. Guess what? The Americans that have paid their student debt off, the Americans that have worked hard every single day and aren't responsible for somebody else's debt, they're tired of it. They're sick of it. It is time for us to do the right thing. He's doing the wrong thing. He laughs in the face of the Supreme Court, who said what he's doing is wrong. God help us. I mean, it is time for a new president.
You know, Jeff, as you go to conference tomorrow morning with Republicans, maybe just remind, again, I like Speaker Johnson, but remind him, those Democrats he's partnering with, none of them voted to make him Speaker. It's everyone in the conference room, every Republican that made him Speaker. He should be responsive to Republicans, not to these Democrats who want the aid. Get border security. Jeff Van Drew, always great to see you, and always so crisp and clear. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm with you. Thank you.